We did.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of the Bearhouse Brawl. Are we excited? Are we awake? Are we caffeinated? Woo!
Not
I'm very
enough.
caffeinated. Y'all know me already. I'm Calamity Wren. I've been here all weekend.
I am hella sketchy.
He is a little sketchy. I'll give him that.
A little bit.
Give me 1 second to actually, I'm going the opposite direction today. I have reading glasses. All right, I'm going to introduce, run down the roster for Baja. We have number 13, Queen V. Number 16, Carly Quinn. Number 177, Mess Craven. Number 23, Babyface. Number 2326, Icebox. Number 247, Gooey. Number 267, Winka Brona. Number 27, Kemonita. Number 369, Chicana Heat. Number 4, Su Madre. Number 57, Disco Mel. Number 73, Liz Astor. Number 823, Spicy Icy. Number 90, Jackie. And number 93, Sandrine.
Well, since both teams are already lined up at the Sacramento copy and print jam line, I think I'm going to wait for mine for the next time we have a timeout. So Sacramento is lined up, ready to jam against Baja. Looks like we have
Chicana Heat and Stoner out there jamming for this first jam of the day.
Stoner, one of our more energetic jammers. Oh, I see what happened. I was looking at the wrong team, but I got it now.
It's the blue and gold throws you off, right?
The blue and gold threw me off. I was looking at the incorrect team. Oh, a little bit of a pile up there in turn 2, in corner 2.
That was a jammer pile up as both jammers went down out there, but Chicana Heat getting out just ahead of Stoner.
And Stoner is heading to our ACS penalty box to think about the wrong things they have done. All right.
That was for a cut.
For a cut. We have I think there was a little attempt at an Apex jam that did not go well. Apex jump, sorry about that. So we have a power jam for Baja, and let's see if they can take advantage. They've already gotten their first scoring pass, and they are up by 4.
We've seen a lot this weekend of during the power jams. Those packs start moving at incredibly high speeds, but it looks like this time we're going to hold steady here. Freckles recycling Chicana Heat back to the back.
Stoner has popped out of the the ACS penalty box.
Guys!
And has made her first qualifying pass.
There she goes into Chicana Heat heading into the ACS penalty box now for a
cut.
Thank you.
She got knocked out there and did not fully cycle back to the pack. I kind of saw that. I think there was some confusion because right at the same time,
like
Stoner was plowing through the pack. So I didn't see that at first, but I'm sure that's what happened.
Baja's pivot also in the ACS penalty box. That is Su Madre for a multiplayer.
And that ends our very first jam with a reversal that leaves the Bruins up 8-5. I want to compliment you on your outfit. Can you tell me a little about your outfit today?
Well, I am currently dressed as a polar bear for the Bearhouse Brawl.
Yeah, you know, I was also asked to do the bear theme, and I showed up, and evidently Winnie the Pooh without pants was not appropriate.
Yeah,
so
no, they don't like when you
they don't like winning.
When you, never mind, I can't say that term.
All right, we are deep into Jam 2. We have Slamya jamming for Bruins, and who has jumped out and grabbed lead jammer status, where Chicana Heat is still tied up in the pack.
Slamya now putting 4 points on the board for Bruin trouble, but Chicana Heat is directly behind Slamya, getting out on that initial pass.
And Slamya gets the call from the bench there to call that jam off, and does so. A little bit of defensive derby right there. And we are now at a score of 12 for the Bruins and 5 for Baja. And Sacramento would like to thank all construction services for their work on the beautiful Bearhouse. None of this would have been possible without them. All right, and we are at the start of jam number 3 with Siggy Skeldust jamming for the Bruins.
And Spicy Icy jamming for Baja.
Both teams doing a good job of creating a tripod, a little wall that is stopping the jammers from getting through.
Monster out there bridging out, making sure everybody stays in play.
Well, a little bit of a spin out there for Spicy Icy, but she recycles herself to the back of the pack. The pack is spreading out. I'm imagining that came back together.
Oh, yeah, they're going to recycle very quickly. Actually, both of these teams showing us great recycling all weekend.
Yeah.
Spicy Icy getting out of that pack first, taking lead status, and
there was a cap pass for Sacramento. It looks like, is that Quickfire?
That is Quickie.
Quickie was my kid's junior derby coach.
Aww.
Yeah, love Quickie. All right, and because they didn't want Quickie to get anywhere, they Baja have called it off, with gaining another 2 points with a 5-point lead still for the Bruins.
Oh, good. You can math. I don't math.
Oh, good.
And it's day 3, so I'm lucky my brain isn't exploding at this point.
Is that Colt?
That is Colt.
Colt 45. Love you, Colt. All right, and Colt 45 jamming for the Bruins.
Kimonita, number 27, jamming for Baja. Kimonita going to that outside, but finding, is that Squid?
Yeah. Colt is working at that Baja wall. She looked like she tried the inside lane and just didn't find an opening, and now she's attempting to muscle through. Colt had moved down to the Bay for a while. She was down there jamming, I think, with Bay Area Derby, and a more recent return to Sacramento.
Yep, and Watts over there in the ACS penalty box. Colt now out of the pack, getting lead status for Sacramento.
She worked hard for that, and you can see it on her, but she's coming around for her scoring pass.
Kimonita recovering from a little knockdown to the floor.
Oh, I can't tell if she did it or not. I guess she's cycling back.
Forearm being called on Kimonita.
Yeah.
From our Twitch stream, we've got a shout out to Ada Shoveless from the Shoveler 4211.
And I've just been handed a couple shout outs. We have a shout out to Sid Vicious, the referee. She's a crew head this morning, and she's managing the game like a boss. Well done, Sid.
I do love a good Sid on the track.
And we have another shout out to Lollipop'em. That's our OPR, outside pack ref, working hard on the outside lane. Lolly's here all the way from Oklahoma and has been killing it all weekend.
Lolly really has been killing it all weekend.
She's moved to California from Oklahoma. This is like our Derby version of the Grapes of Wrath. It's Steinbeck. All right.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I hope she
that was deeply witty.
Yeah. I hope she brought the Okie sound with her. That's where we got Merle Haggard.
Well, Sacramento has Merle Hazard from Merle Haggard.
That is true. Look, it's all coming together as I make incredibly deep and pointless pop culture references. All right.
Godzilla headed into that ACS penalty box.
That is putting Baja in the position of having a power jam, which they need. They're down 16-7 with a 9-point deficit, and they have a chance to score points while Sacramento can't. Let's see if they take advantage.
Monster Freckles and holding on to Kimonita. However, there was a high block called?
I didn't quite see what that was. I thought she had managed to slip the pack, actually, and I didn't see what the call was. All right, well, that reverses things, so now Sacramento will be on a power jam. Not a super long one, but...
Well, and no lead will be assessed for this jam because both of our jammers have been to that ACS penalty box, so it's going to be a full 2-minute jam.
I like to think that it's not that they're committing so many fouls, it's that they really appreciate what ACS has done for this organization, and they want to make sure that we get to say the name.
I like that. I also go with that they are needing a moment of zen.
Yep.
A moment to contemplate their choices.
Godzilla found an empty lane on the inside there and slipped through the pack. She slips her cap back on. Maybe they didn't see her. And
we have a star pass on Baja to Jackie.
It looks like that Freckles is heading to the ACS penalty box.
I think so, but it's kind of hard to see from here. Yeah, that's absolutely Freckles.
Yep. And
not to be outdone, Ella's going to go over there and join Freckles. That is going to give Baja a power start.
Power start at the Sacramento copy and print jam line, and also down a blocker for Sacramento. So this is a good opportunity for Baja to get some points on the board. You can see them packing up and strategizing there a little bit.
We are at a team timeout for Sacramento.
All right. Well, that is when I was going to run down the Sacramento roster. I did not lie. For Sacramento, the Bruins, we have number 101, Squid. Number 22, Ada Shovelace. Number 239, Copper Boom. 315, Freckles. Number 420, Rolling Stoner. Number 422, Biohazard Boobies. 45, Colt 45. Number 5, Quickfire. Number 502, Cha. Number 75, the Melanin Monster. Number 752, Slamya. Number 7808, Jessamine Kilowatts. Love you, Watts. Number 8, the Nayslayer. Number 815, Siggy Skulldust. And number 96, I Am Godzilla. That is your Sacramento Bruins.
Good timing.
I'm a pro. What can I say? All right, and to recap, we are starting with Baja in a power jam, power start.
And now Baja taking a timeout. I believe our jammer's missing some numbers on their sleeve. In the meantime, let me go ahead and run over our officials.
Hey, that's me.
That is you, Rex. We've got Speed Bump, It Took a Mint, Rachel Scarson, Angry Ogre, Ms. Judgment, Rex Blocker, Millie Dread, Bambi Lance, Crying Wolf, Sydney Vicious, Spike, Umpire Strikes Back, Danger Muffin, Chewback Otha, McCollister, Lollipop'em, and Sam Antics out there working for us today. Thank you so much, officials.
Yeah. Hey, you know, it takes a village to put on a derby bout, and if you're interested in roller derby and want to get involved and you're terrified of skates, this is a great way to participate. There are so many different jobs you can do for roller derby that are not skating, and it's just a great community to be a part of.
It absolutely is. I love being a part of the community, but I earned the name Calamity, so they took my skates away from me.
Yeah, I am. They said I was what was the wording? A danger to myself and others. So they said, yeah, no skates for you.
The problem was that I wasn't a danger to others. I was entirely a danger to myself. All right, so we are back at it now with number 2-3 Babyface jamming in this power start. Sacramento's I Am Godzilla and Freckles over in the ACS penalty box. So that power jam start did give Babyface the opportunity to get out and get that lead status. Pack holding steady over there and letting Babyface do the thing.
Yeah.
Putting 4 points on the board for Baja.
I like how you break down the technical terms. Baby, she did the thing.
Well, I was going to say, I'm trying to avoid those.
Yeah, I hear you. All right.
And so sometimes I get a little awkward.
Both of our players are out of the ACS penalty box. And
nope, they're both going right back over.
I don't both, but oh man.
I love you, Freckles. I love you, Ella.
Yeah. They went. I like to think that they got up, they went out there, and they realized they were cramping up, so they quickly fouled again, so they could go sit back down. It was intentional, not what it might have appeared like.
With that pass through the pack, Baja takes the lead back. Babyface putting up 12 points so far in this jam.
The first massive jam of the bout. There will be more.
Oh, absolutely. I think our biggest jam so far for the weekend was a 26-point jam.
Nice.
I don't know, there was some confusion for me over here in the corner. I'm not sure what happened there. I heard whistles, I saw hands flying. I don't know what it was.
Lots of things were happening.
However, Babyface has now been through the pack once again. Ella coming out of the pack and trying to get back in there, not quite making it back up for any points. Baja 27 points after that 16-point jam.
A big lead change for Baja. Really did something for them, mainly due to penalty trouble on the Sacramento side. You can't keep the game even and score points when your jammer is stuck in the penalty box, the ACS penalty box. All right.
Correct.
And we are on to Jam 6. The teams are lining up at the Sacramento copy and print jam line, but we have an official timeout.
It was a very quick official timeout. We were just making sure our penalty box manager got back to the penalty box after a quick check in the center.
I thought that was it, but the light was still showing, so I went, maybe I'm missing something. I'm not very smart. I could have missed it.
And Chicana Heat jamming for Baja out of the pack already, getting that lead status.
Rolling Stoners still caught up in the pack.
Whoa.
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 Whoa, lots of clean hits, but hard hits and knocking players out.
Boobies sending Carly Quinn flying into our poor OPR.
There are some hard hits happening on Rolling Stoner there, who is doing their best to make their way through the pack. They've slipped the cap off into their hand. I think they may be trying to execute a cap pass.
Chicana Heat now has put 8 points on the board for Baja.
And we did successfully get that cap pass, so Sacramento's pivot, Biohazard Boobies, is now the jammer.
Correct. I don't know why I have to say correct, but
No,
I'm agreeing.
Hey,
Yes.
listen, I need all the validation in this job that I can get, so correct, I'll take it.
You are smart. You are loved. You are worthy.
Feels like a Stuart Smalley thing, yeah.
It was actually, it doesn't matter. I can't remember the name of the book. It was a book and a movie. The Help.
The Help, oh yeah. That was the one with the pie, right?
That was the one with the pie.
Yep, I remember that. All right. And we are on the Jam 7 at the Sacramento Copy and Print Jam line.
We've got Queen Bee out there for Baja and Slamya on the line for Sacramento.
I got lazy. I wasn't looking at my roster because I kept waiting for them to put it up on the board.
I understand.
Yep.
Slamya getting out very quickly, getting that lead status for Sacramento.
Sacramento could use some points on the board. They've been having a hard time here recently. And Slamya is showing some endurance and some tenacity in getting those points quickly.
Queen Bee now out of the pack and headed back in to engage for some points now as well. Nayslayer trying to slow V down, but doesn't quite do it.
Nice toe work from Slamya there. She dances along that outside line in turn 3. Keeps in and puts another 4 on the board for Sacramento, up to 8.
Baja putting another 4 on the board very quickly, so they're also at 8 now. Oh, Slamya losing that lead headed into that ACS penalty box.
They took kind of a gamble there because normally if you get your points and the other team might get points, you call it. I think they felt pretty good with how Slamya was jamming and hoping that they could build their lead, but that appears to have backfired a little bit on the Bruins as they are now on the bad end of a power jam.
Yep. And Watts holding on to Queen Bee for as long as the rules will allow before having to let go and get back into the pack. Sacramento setting up at the back of the pack there.
Slamya weaving through the pack until she hit some resistance, but she looked good doing it.
Watts running up to try to provide some offense help.
And another scoring pass for Baja.
Icebox headed over to that ACS penalty box while Queen Bee has put up 16 points, tying our largest jam so far of the day.
Looks like we've got a hard hit there, cycling back. I think, getting up, she's okay.
Yeah.
But after an opening 2 or 3 jams where it was all Sacramento, since then it's pretty much been all Baja. They built a 54-31 lead, a 23-point lead for the Bajas. I don't know if you call them the Bajas. I just did. That's going to be a thing now.
Works for me.
All right. When you visit our vendor, Torres Quad Shop, you will receive quality service backed by 18 years experience in skating by the owner, that one ref. Torres Quad Shop. Is she set up around there? I don't think I saw her.
I don't know if she's there yet, but I see her sign through the
All right.
things.
Well, she will be, and she's wonderful. So go say hi to that one ref.
Freckles headed back to the ACS penalty. Freckles, who are you crushing on over in that box? That's what I want to know. And Spicy Icy getting out with that lead call for Baja. And we have a star pass to Quickie on Sacramento. Three more points on the board for Baja in that last pass. 57-31 now. We're headed into the 10th jam of the day. No, yeah. No, wait. Huh? What?
Yep. Well, we are on jam 10 with Colt 45 back out there giving a little fist bump to her opponent on the other side of the line.
Oh, man, I should have done this for you, Liz.
Kemonita. First time that we've seen Kemonita jam, I believe.
Nope, actually, this is Kemonita's third jam.
That's what I meant.
I know that's what you meant, and it is Colt's second jam of the day.
I sounded smart. All right, it is. Thank you so much. All right.
Sorry, did not mean to correct you, but I'm actually tracking something.
No, you're good. You're good.
I will tell you that was Freckles' third trip to the penalty box, I think.
Nice. Colt 45 successfully executing the cap pass to Biohazard Beauties, which gets Sacramento out in front, and Biohazard is attempting her first scoring pass.
Yep, there goes Kemonita getting out of the pack.
Ooh.
And taking up that lead and calling it off. But not before Sacramento puts a point on the board. Way to go, Boobies.
You know
you
what?
just like hearing me say boobies on mic. I know.
Yeah. I'm going to let you have that one every single time. So when a guy says way to go boobies, it just goes in a whole different direction.
I mean.
All right. And again, at the Sacramento Cop and Print jammer line, we have Rolling Stoner for the Bruins.
And Babyface for Baja. Stoner up in the front.
Really pushing aggressively against that pack.
And Babyface gets a cut right as they never
Turn
mind.
one.
Yeah, there we go.
Right as you enter, well, there might have been something else that you were going to say, but I'm going to say right as you enter turn one. So Sacramento is in the power jam, and they have a blocker down for Baja, which should open up that pack a little bit for Stoner. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Actually, there pivots into the ACS penalty box as well. So Stoner's got a significantly reduced blocking pack to get past with a little assistance from Quickfire, taking out one of those two blockers. Stoner is now out of the pack and has put 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
Well, there's only two blockers out there to slow them down, and Sacramento, of course, can play offense and help create holes.
Yes, Shaw and Monster chasing down Babyface there as Stoner goes through and puts another 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
Slowly but surely, those players have emptied out of the ACS penalty box, and we are back to full strength for both squads.
Yeah, you know, as much as they like them, they can't hold on to them forever over there in the ACS penalty box. However, it looks like Stoner got a forearm call and is headed into that ACS penalty box.
So now we are back to a power jam for Baja. Let's see if Sacramento can hold tough and keep this 8-point lead they got in this jam. Maybe not, as Babyface got their first scoring pass and got 4 points for Baja.
And the jam comes to its natural conclusion at 2 minutes.
Both jammers had visited the ACS penalty box, which meant there was no lead jammer, and no one could call that thing off. So it was going to go 2 minutes.
We've got Chicana Heat and Slamya back out there. 12 points on the board for Bruin Trouble in that last jam. Absolutely what they needed. 61-44 now with 9.5 minutes left in the first half.
Chicana Heat starting up well back from the pack, getting kind of a little run at it. I always am interested in jammer strategy. Some of them like to be right up on top of the blockers, and some of them want to start from a little further back and try to, I guess, get some momentum before they hit the pack. I'm not sure.
Slamya heading into that ACS penalty box, giving Chicana Heat a power jam.
Nope.
We are about 30 seconds in, and nope, there's not going to be a lead in this jam because Chicana Heat just got a cut as well.
Not going to be a lead.
So it's going to be another 2-minute jam.
But when Chicana Heat goes in, that means Slamya is going to pop out. You can't have both jammers in the penalty box because otherwise the entire bout just turns into couple skate. So so if one jammer goes in, the other one comes out. That gives Sacramento the power jam right now, and Slamya working, doing their best to try to take advantage of that. Although having a hard time with that tough Baja defense. Oh, looks like
Blue 93 illegal procedure, failure to perform.
I'm not sure.
Out of play block. I don't know.
I looked and I did not see the call. I don't know.
This.
Oh, that's dicing vegetables. I don't know.
Construction.
Yeah, something like that.
And
yeah, that's pack construction, right? Yeah.
We have a successful star pass to Biohazard Boobies on Sacramento, and it is a power jam for Boobies as Chicana Heat is back in that ACS penalty box for a cut called by our illustrious Danger Muffin.
Nice toe work there from Biohazard.
Boobies putting another 3 points up on the board as that jam comes to an end.
Sacramento clawing their way back into this game the way that Bears would. See, claws. Yeah.
Rawr.
All right. It's lame, but it's all I got. And it looks like we got Ziggy Skuldust out there jamming for Sacramento.
Heat is still in that ACS penalty box,
so
so
we
it
got
is
a power start. Yeah. Ooh, jinx. By Coke. All right.
I already got you a water.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Chicana Heat returning from the penalty box now and headed into the pack.
It wasn't a particularly long power. No.
Up at the front, Siggy out of the pack getting lead status for Sacramento. Siggy now back in on a scoring pass while Chicana Heat is in the pack, has that star stash trying to get past those Sacramento blockers at the back.
Yeah. Not sure if it's if they are attempting a cap pass yet or if they're just trying to blend in with the crowd a little bit.
Well, there's no cap pass possible at this moment because Jackie is over in the ACS penalty box.
I actually just spotted that as I was saying it. I was like, where is the pivot? And I went, oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. So
Chicana Heat now getting out on an initial pass. Ziggy on a scoring pass, looking for some help from, calling it off before either team can put points on the board.
Oh, no, that Sacramento got 3.
Sacramento did get 3. Go, Siggy.
What they do is they hear you announce it and they went, okay, she's wrong now. Now I'm going to put the points up on the board.
You know what?
Just want to make sure you're wrong.
Who are sitting here at the scoreboard in front of me, that is Misjudgment, Angry Ogre, and Rex Blocker. I can see them doing that to me. At least Ogre and Rex. Messing with me. I'm messing with you. Because I love you.
And we have Colt 45 jamming for Sacramento against Queen V for Baja.
I have a shout out from our Twitch stream. Speedstick3, easy for me to say. Speedstick3 says, "Let's go Icebox from the one." Now I wonder if they mean the one like Neo or the one like the one.
Well, could be either one. Could be either one. I prefer to believe that we are not in the Matrix. Well, Colt got through their qualifying pass quite easily and popped out and had some speed, but is getting tied up here on the first scoring pass, making slow but steady progress.
Well, they've got an advantage right now because Queen B is in the ACS penalty box at the end of that jam for a forearm called.
But Colt did get 4 points and put the Bruins up to 56. And what was a 20-point lead-ish, somewhere around in there, is now down to 5.
Perfect. Ada Shoveless coming to the Sacramento copy and print jam line for the first time today.
It is our games director. What are the duties of the games director?
I have no idea.
Everything that you see directed out here, Ada did it. And
Ada taking lead.
she directed her way through the pack. No, that doesn't work at all. No, never mind. No. But she is ready to put some points on the board for the Bruins as they go for their first scoring pass through that pack. And making some pretty good progress, although having a little bit of a hard time getting through there. The Bruins didn't really manage to wall up pretty effectively. Ada was able to go side to side and prevent them from bottling them up too effectively. So a full scoring pass for Ada, who has put 4 on the board.
And Queen B has returned from that ACS penalty box and is now approaching the pack. Ada puts another 4 points on the board and calls it off, and Sacramento takes the lead back.
That is the beauty of Derby. Nothing is ever all the way out of reach. The game is never over. You got to watch them play. And so I was actually a little surprised because I thought, I think Ada should call that because we know the other jammers coming up, but I think they wanted to get another 4 points, and they did.
Yep. Let's see, from our Twitch stream, More2328 says, up, Baja.
Hey, remember the Baja men?
Yeah, they're on my playlist.
There we go.
Spicy Icy now in that ACS penalty box as Ella pops out of the pack taking lead status for Bruin Trouble.
Ella also a member of the Team Philippines.
Yes,
yeah.
We actually have several members of Team Philippines here this weekend. We have Ella, and Watts is also out there. And then I don't know if she's here yet, but she is here this weekend with Santa Cruz. Ms. Tiza is also on Team Philippines.
I have watched Team Philippines play, and they are a powerhouse. It is an incredibly impressive team to watch play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ella putting up 5 points in that last jam. We've got about a minute left in the first half. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting. Empire's Comics Vault and Hot Sauce owner Ben Schwartz is the longest-running supporter of roller derby in Sacramento. His website offers Savings Club, where you can get discounts on novels, merchandise, and access to exclusive members-only sales. To sign up, go to empirescomics.com. Ben, one of the nicest people in Sacramento, and there are pug dogs in the shop. If you like pug dogs, and who doesn't, visit Empire's Comics Vault on Fulton Avenue.
More2328 has another comment for our jammer out there. Let's go, que bonita! Speaking of que bonita, what is going on over there on turn 2? It's hard to see from this angle. Thank goodness I can see a screen here beside me. It looks like Baja is recycling Stoner back. Monster in the ACS penalty box. Caminita getting recycled back now into that turn as well. And coming in behind Quickie. Stoner has that star stash. Caminita did get lead status. And Stoner dodging Jackie there at the very end. And we are now at halftime. So, y'all, I don't know if our vendors are out there yet, but go check them out. It's a good time to go get some snacks at our our snack bar, and they do have some frosty adult beverages up there too.
Very nice.
At the bottom there, who are our vendors for food today?
It's Mesa, California, and Jerk Tacos.
Oh, yes.
I assume the jerk is the seasoning, and it's not just that the owners are not nice.
Oh, no. They're lovely humans,
Okay.
and their tacos are so good.
Very good.
Mesa's very good as well.
And Urban Flex and Flow, formerly Urban Flex and Fitness, is a fitness, yoga, and wellness studio committed community, connection, and accessibility. I think someone left the word "to" out of that sentence. Their studio can be found at 6442 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael. If you're looking to get in a little bit of derby shape, that's a great way to do it. And Low Chiropractic is on a mission to provide top quality chiropractic care at a fee that makes getting out of pain and maximizing your health affordable and accessible. Dr. Aaron Lowe is our league's exclusive chiropractor, and his office can be found at 5301 Madison Avenue in Sacramento. That is Low Chiropractic.
Mesa's not coming today, so it's just for
Oh,
Update for food. Where's the food?
Mesa's not coming.
Yeah, they're not coming.
and we have an update that Mesa, California is not going to be able to be here today. So we have Jerk Tacos, though, and Jerk Tacos are good.
Just kidding. They couldn't find their car keys.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so they were like, I just wanted to take them. I know. I remember.
We appreciate the multiple notifications. We have about 2 minutes left in the halftime. I've got some shout outs from our Twitch stream from Gen Pop. SRD, 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 let's go Bruins! And then, is that VW Bliss? Also known as Mr. Tiza. Thank you, announcers, for those of us watching from home. I met Mr. Tiza last night.
Oh, am I on?
Sorry about
I'm
that.
live. Oh, well, that's very nice. No one ever thinks of us. I feel validated as a human being and, more importantly, as a roller derby announcer.
It is nice to be acknowledged. I think most of the acknowledgement we get is from the crowd in-house when they respond to us when we say things like, yo, make some noise. Yeah, no, they're not listening to me.
Yeah,
at
not so
all
much.
right now.
No, not a
Fine.
bit.
It's fine. We're still at halftime. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I was looking at page 2 of the script here.
Excuse me.
My name on your list for lunch.
Whatever.
Hey, and we are now listening to the dulcet tones of the Gorillas, a side project from the lead singer of Blur. The song's called Clint Eastwood. Do you know why the song is called Clint Eastwood?
I have no idea.
And me neither. I was hoping you knew. Okay. Well,
All right, well, let's go.
we are back after the halftime here. Looks like we got Rolling Stone lined up against Babyface at the Sacramento copy and print jam line.
Thank you for that. I got to get that written down. It looks like Monsta is over there finishing up a penalty. Yeah. So Sacramento will start down one blocker, giving Babyface a very slight pack advantage. And it is 61-69 as we go into the second half. Bruin trouble coming back at the end of that first half and taking the lead back.
Stoner trying for the inside and then went back to the outside. Not finding any luck there getting through the pack and has slipped the cap off, whether it is to blend in or to execute a pass. So I guess we'll have to find out.
That was to execute a pass because
Quick fire.
now has that star in hand. Babyface already back in on a scoring pass, putting 4 points on the board and calling it off, bringing it back up to a 4-point game.
And because it's not said enough, by enough people, we love Quickie. She's a wonderful person.
You know, we love all of our skaters out there from both teams.
Yeah, but Quickie a little more than most.
I like Quickie. Quickie and I are acquaintances.
I was just checking my script, and on the second page, it appears the printer had an aneurysm, so that's going to be fun.
Well, actually, it was misformatted, but all you need to do is just read the Empire Comics part and then that. I know, it's crazy.
And if you're a skater, Red 14 signups are open. There's a QR code located near the concession stands. Use that to sign up. And remember, that is not happening, a Saturday night event. So we'll skip that.
It's a Sunday. That's actually changed too.
Okay, well, Sunday night, join us for the after party at Honey and the Trap at Trap Cat. Those are all English words, and I have no idea what any of them mean because I'm old. So.
Me too. All right. Bruin trouble putting 4 on the board. Slamia putting the 4 up and calling it off. Now we've got Spicy Icy coming to the line for Baja and Siggy on the line for Sacramento. Just some stats from the first half. We had, let's see, 5, 10. Never mind.
You were going to count the lead changes?
Well, yeah, I was going to count how many leads there were. Not lead changes, how many times each team got lead status.
Oh, I see.
Baja had it 6 times in the first half. Sacramento had it 9 times.
I like how you've got this new thing where you're keeping track of what's going on. I'm going to try that.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we have a lead jammer for Baja, Spicy Icy, as they are closing in on that Sacramento lead. I think they just put another 4 on the board, which is going to pull them within 4. So Sacramento needs to play tough here and protect their razor-thin lead.
And that's not going to be easy to do because Siggy is now in that ACS penalty box.
The Sacramento blockers were a bit discombobulated there. I think Baja was doing an excellent job of making sure they couldn't pack up and form a wall, and that gave Spicy Icy a pretty easy time of it. And we are all knotted up at 73-73 with Baja in control. Spicy Icy has lead jammer status.
Spicy putting 2 more points on the board, bringing Baja back into the lead. If you're playing the lead change game at home, that is another sip of your beverage.
I'm going to take a sip anyways, because even though I'm not playing. Hey, we are starting with a Baja power start, although I suspect that we will have, the Bruins will have a jammer on the floor sooner rather than later. I don't know how much time is left over there, but they're already standing.
Sandrine coming in hot there and taking the lead status before the pack even gets past that pivot line. Siggy now back out on the track. Do hear a whistle going.
Doesn't appear to affect the jammers. Looks like biohazard there.
Yep.
Heading to the ACS penalty box to think about things they have done.
And Siggy completing a successful star pass. That going to Copper Boom.
First time Copper has ended up jamming today.
Yep.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Matt, a wild attempt to get some points on the board that I don't think was successful there. Careening out of control. Or maybe Copper just really wanted to get to the bench. Either way.
That as well.
Yeah. We are back with a fresh jam at the Sacramento Copy and Print jam line. We have Babyface jamming for Baja and I'm sorry.
That is Ada jamming for
Ada.
Sacramento.
I am ashamed of myself for not knowing Ada's number. I should have got that. And okay, and we are off. Ada going for the inside. No luck, went to the outside and really muscled her way through. Did not allow them to push her out of bounds. Created her own opening, and boy, after all that tough work, she got it knocked out and got cycled all the way to the back of the pack.
However, she does have lead status. And we have a shout out from our Twitch stream from More2328. Love you, que bonita. You can do it. Let's go.
And 4 points on the board so far this jam for Baja. And that was way too easy as they just skated through the pack for another 4. Babyface is firmly in control at this point, even though Sacramento theoretically has lead jammer status. Little apex.
You saw that. That was a beautiful apex jump. Monsta, who was the one getting jumped past, literally went, ooh, beautiful.
It was nice.
Oh, and
when the jammers hit the pack at just the right point in the curve, they can often jump over the corner of the track there, going out of bounds as long as they land inbounds and don't touch anything on the while they do it. That is an apex jump, and it's always nice to see it when it's executed.
oh, I think Ada lost. Did Ada lose the lead to?
Well, we have no lead jammer status right here, so I'm guessing. I didn't see a trip to the ACS penalty box, so that's a good guess. Looks like we're going to play this thing all the way to the end. We don't have a lead jammer out there, so.
Well, right now we don't have a jammer there. That's what I thought.
It was a cat pass.
No, it wasn't a pass. It was a stash.
It was a stash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fine. And for the moment there, I was about to say we don't have any jammers on the floor, on the track because both jammers reported to the box at the very end, so both of them were released.
No, actually only Baja was. We still have Sacramento's jammer there. in the ACS penalty box, although I think that will be a very, very brief stay.
It should be. It looks like
They will only have to stay as long in the penalty box as Baja did, and I think it was just a few seconds for both. So I expect that Sacramento will be back in there within seconds after the jam whistle is blown. Looks like we have a team timeout on the floor.
Sacramento having that, taking a little moment to regroup, catch their breath, talk a little strategy before we move forward with the game.
Yep.
In the meantime, our officials are just officialing out there.
Yeah.
That is what you call a pack of zebras.
Pack of zebras. If you have a cell phone, a smartphone, you can actually scan them right now. It's a barcode, and it'll get you 10% off at the concession stand. At least that's what I heard. But
Somebody's going to believe that. That is not true.
well, after a big Baja lead early that Sacramento managed to completely erase, even taking the lead, we are back to a 22-point lead for Baja. Sacramento has taken their timeout and regrouped, and they're going to see if they can recapture that strategy that got them back in this bout.
Sacramento starting this jam with a blocker and their jammer in that ACS penalty box, both standing though, so
yeah, that
they
was.
should be
We're
released
back
shortly.
to the thing where there's no way that the jammer's in there for more than a few seconds. Empire's Comics Vault in Hot Sauce is the longest running sponsor of roller derby in Sacramento. Ben Schwartz not only included our skaters in an original comic book, but we're also in a children's book about his pugs. See them both for yourself the next time you visit the store at 1120 Fulton Avenue in Sacramento. He had a wonderful event a little bit ago. It was the Women's Mini Con.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was a bunch of female-only creators. We got to attend. Derby was there. It was a fantastic event because Ben is a big sponsor of the community at large.
Spicy icy out of that pack burst. Ada Shoveless.
We have a cap pass for Sacramento and a new jammer. They are out of the pack. It is
Copper Boom.
Copper Boom. Second time Copper has gotten that cap pass tonight.
Yep.
Today. I said tonight. It's pretty early for tonight.
I mean, I don't even have my watch on today.
I don't think we've gotten to the afternoon yet, so probably
No.
not.
It's just 11 o'clock now. Almost.
Almost.
All right, Stoner out there for Sacramento with
Against Chicana Heat.
Chicana Heat. I love that name.
I love.
There's that one.
Hey, there's that one ref. So if we were answering the question from the ad read earlier, that one ref is here in the building, live and in person. You can tell your grandchildren, I saw them. That one ref. All right. And Chicana Heat has lead jammer status and is ready for their scoring pass, which they're going to get very easily. The outside lane was, you could have steered a semi-truck through that. And so 4 points on the board for Baja. Oh, and another. And calling the jam off, 8 points on the board for Baja as they widen their lead up to 34 points. Is that right? Yeah, that feels right. 34.
Yeah, 34. Right? 35.
Slamia lining up at the Sacramento Copy and Print jam line up against
Sandrine.
Sandrine. That's a fun name. Do you know what Sandrine means? Me neither. All right, we'll find out. We'll get back to you. But Slamia had some success earlier, but is having a hard time of it now.
Sandrine now out of the pack, getting that lead status for Baja.
It was Carly Quinn there doing a great job blocking and making life difficult for Slamia. Just a shout out to the blockers. They don't get enough love because they're hard to spot in the pack, but Carly Quinn doing a fantastic job on defense.
Yesterday, I had a request from Baja to add some music to the playlist. I did add, they wanted some Bad Bunny on there, so I added some Bad Bunny.
Well, I want to say something political about Bad Bunny, but I'm not going to because this is a family event. Yeah, I'm not supposed to? No? All right. I like him. I'll just say that. I like Bad Bunny.
Ooh, are you okay? That was my rings.
Yeah. All right, and we are back on the jam. Colt 45 jamming for the Bruins, trying to get them back in this game up against Kemonita for Baja.
And Kemonita out of the pack berth has lead status. Quickfire reporting to that ACS penalty box.
You know, sometimes I try to pronounce Spanish words, properly with the correct accent and stuff. And I'm so white, I feel like I'm committing a hate crime every time I do it. So I just, I give up. I'm just going to be white and just forget about it.
My years of growing up in the Central Valley gave me a fairly decent ability to.
My years of growing up in St. Louis, Missouri did not provide me with any of that. So
Oh,
yeah.
No.
No.
You can probably do a Minnesota pretty well.
Oh,
Not
sure. Yeah, you
because
betcha. Marty and the menfolk, they go over there and we're going to make a hot dish. Yeah, sure.
Ooh, I love a good hot dish.
Yeah. My sister lives in Minneapolis right now and sounds like a character from Fargo. So, I'm aware.
We got Babyface and Ada Shoveless out there. Babyface out of the pack very quickly. Takes a peek back over the shoulder to see where Shoveless is.
Yep.
Ada now out of the pack as well. That pack, look at that pack speeding up, making the jammers work for it. It is also a smaller pack.
And the Bruins calling that one off, making sure Ada did not have a chance to get any points on the board. If you're looking for roller skates to start your roller derby journey or some casual street skating, start at Torres Quad Shop, 2309 K Street, Suite 101, inside Boulevard Skate Shop, or find them here in Vendor Alley. That one, ref, Torres Quad Shop. Yeah, I wanted to say squad. I'm all over it. Torres Quad Shop. Very cool ways to dress up your skates. Got some, you can get some wheels, you can get some cool laces, and you can even get a really nice boot and put together your skates over at Torres Quad Shop. Man, I'm having a hard time with that for some reason. Love you, Tor. All right, we are
that lead status now for Sacramento. Spicy Ice is still in the pack.
Stoner is got lead jammer status, but having a hard time of breaking all the way free of the pack here, but is on a power jam, so maybe Stoner's blockers can help them. And
Stoner actually decides to call it off and let a fresh jammer come in from the bench.
Good strategery there.
Oy.
Yeah. Stoner was working very, very hard trying to get through that pack. It has not come easy for Sacramento this bout. They are working hard for every single point that they get out there.
Absolutely.
Quickfire throwing, I think, a pivot cap back at the Sacramento bench, almost with anger, but I don't think so. I just think they forgot to head it on. No,
we've got Squid, Freckles, Watts, and Quickie out there blocking for Ada Shoveless.
Ada, it seems like they're making some pretty good progress through the pack. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Has freed themselves up. Sacramento has lead jammer status in a power jam. And let's see if Ada can take advantage of that. As she approaches for the first scoring pass.
Oh, for the love of... Somebody wrote a novel.
Yeah, we have a... I would call it a shout out, but it's more a small essay to Bambi Lance, one of our box timers. Bambi Lance, a non-skating. I have a note that the box timer is a non-skating official position, which I think I kind of got that. All right, Bambi is always taking care of everyone all the time. She's always wearing her medic hat and her mom hat, and is an invaluable part of our officiating community. Love you, Bambi. That is Bambi Lance, who is one of our box timers.
Ada Shoveless putting 8 points on the board for Bruin trouble. And we do have a star pass on Baja. Sandrine taking that star. Right as I say that, it looks like Quickfire reporting to the ACS penalty box.
Ada knocked to the ground there on that her most recent pass, but from the ground, touching her hips and saying, I want to call this thing off. We're not going to let Baja get any more points.
So Baja putting up 4 points in that jam. Bruin trouble putting up 11 points. Bringing it to 120 to 86.
Yep. Well, the Bruins need to have one of those big jams. They need to have one of those where they get 14 points or 16 points and manage to hold the Bruins in order to get themselves back in this. In fact, they probably need a couple of them. Let's see how they do. We have Slamya out there jamming again for the Bruins against Chicana Heat.
Hey, I have a shout out from Jet Pop on the Twitch stream specifically for you.
Yeah.
Jet Pop says, I'm from St. Louis too.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Jen Pop.
And then we also have a couple of other shout outs for Baja skaters from More2328. Let's go, Kimaniza up, up. And Stupid Drew 501 says, fly, Sumatra, fly, spin, spicy spin.
Well, Jen Pop and I are going to go after this and get some Emo's Pizza and then head over to Ted Drew's to get frozen custard. So that's a comment just for one person. So there you go, Jen Pop. All right, we are lined up again with Godzilla jamming for Sacramento. Up against woman bending over with a ponytail. 27 is Guy. Oh, nope.
No.
Kemonita. Sorry about that. Read the wrong line on there.
And it's gooey.
Is it gooey?
Yeah.
Well, then don't write it like that.
Correct thing.
All right. Well, Godzilla is cycling back to the pack after getting knocked out on the inside lane on turn 1. And let's see how they do as they approach again, looking for weaknesses in what has been a very tough Baja defense. But Baja's jammer, Kemonita, heading to the ACS penalty box. I did not quite see what the call was. I didn't catch it. But that is putting the Bruins in a power jam situation. Let's see if the Bruins blockers can create some gaps in this tough Baja defense and get Godzilla free of that pack. It is kind of funny. They have the Bruins were trying very hard to prevent one of Baja's blockers from getting up, and they got in that tripod formation to try to keep the Baja line apart, something that you normally only see when it's a jammer, but they were lining up and treating that blocker like they were a jammer just to keep them away from Godzilla to try to create an opening. Hey, we had a cap pass in there, and Copper Boom is jamming again for Sacramento.
Correct.
And is on the scoring pass that after getting that first qualifying pass. This is Sacramento's opportunity to get some points. But I think, is that? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I think our power jam is over, but they did manage to get 4 on the board for Sacramento.
We've got just over 12 minutes left in this game. Sacramento still has an opportunity to come back. They just need a couple of big jams. We do have a star pass to Jackie on Baja.
And that jam's over. I think we got a full 8 up there for Sacramento. For some reason, I'm not sure exactly why, it looked like, and I'm sure it was what was happening, that Godzilla was blocking Copper Boom, and Copper Boom had knocked Godzilla out of the way. That was kind of an interesting interaction there. I don't know if there was some confusion about who was on whose team or if something else happened.
I'm sure what was going on is that there was some extreme focus, and all that Ella was aware of was that there was a body behind, and they needed to be in front and keep them from getting through.
No, it happens.
Sometimes you get so focused on what's up here, you miss what's back here.
Yeah, but the thing was, Zella was skating backwards, so I don't know what was happening there. It was very brief.
We're going to give Elle the benefit of the doubt.
Well, and let's be fair, for my observational skills, I've been drinking since 7, so I don't know what's going on.
I appreciate your sarcasm.
All right. We are always ready to train you to join roller derby. If you would like more information on the next Adult 101 program, email recleague@Sacramento Roller Derby for more information. Hey, it is a fantastic program. It is way safer than some people think. They loan you all the pads and skates. You don't even need to have the equipment. They will teach you how to skate. And it's a wonderful community, and I encourage everybody out there to join roller derby. It is a fantastic group to be associated with. Who's running Derby 101 now? I just wanted to put you on the spot.
So here's the thing. I'm not a member of the league.
I know. We haven't paired up in a little bit, and I've always had the skater sitting next to me where I could ask it.
Birdie is running.
Birdie?
Birdie, you were standing right there. You could have so put me out of my misery. We were asking who was running 101 now.
I kind of thought it was Birdie, but you were right there and didn't say anything, so I went, nope, that's not. Yeah.
The only reason I caught that is because Allie was out there waving at me going.
So you see how I pivoted? I pivoted from trying to elicit it from Birdie to putting you fully on the spot as if you were supposed to know.
Yeah, that's mean. And I actually should have known that because it has been mentioned, but.
Yeah, and we got Stoner on the Sacramento Cop and print line, jamming for Sacramento. And finally, an easy pass for Stoner, who has lead jammer status early and is hitting the pack with speed.
And
looking to get
headed to that ACS penalty box, giving Stoner the power jam. Stoner, I believe, already has those points, at least a few of them, because I saw Stoner.
Yeah, is that Watts that's heading to the, I think so. Yeah, we have, unfortunately, the Sacramento's pivot. It was one with the stripe. Watts, so Sacramento's down a blocker, but Stoner, once again, fairly easy pass based on how this game's going, and as 4 points quick. Attempted the power jam, got hit while in the air, and Stoner's going to call that jam off.
However, Stoner did land that because Danger is giving Stoner those last 4 points. That jam took Sacramento over the century mark. It's a 19-point game?
Yes, it's a 19-point game.
CI basic math.
Yeah, that's I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You didn't even have to take your shoes off like last time. But
thanks, Pops.
Yeah. All right. That was the kind of jam that Sacramento would like to see more of, I'm sure. I do think that Stoner landed a skate inbounds before falling back out of bounds, so they did get credit for passing those skaters.
And that is a very short power start for Slamia. Babyface right on Slamia's tail. Both jammers out of the pack. Oh my gosh, that pack is moving so fast.
It is. Yeah, you don't see that too often, but that is a fast pack.
You don't see it too often in WFTDA play, but it is always fun to see.
It is fun to see.
Sacramento Slamia calling it off after putting 1 point on the board, taking it to an 18-point game now with 9.5 minutes left.
I want to give a shout out to our medics. We always appreciate our medics, and right now they're taking care of Haley there, the forecloser, a Sacramento skating legend, I would say. Is it too much to call Haley a legend? Was gone from the sport for a little bit, came back, still a fantastic skater and a force to be reckoned with when they are jamming.
Oh, absolutely. Forecloser going to be skating coming up here with our Capital Mall stars.
I will point out that that Forecloser somehow managed to get injured before skating, which, you know.
Actually, I think it may have happened yesterday.
It could have happened yesterday, but
Meantime, out on the track, Ada Shovlis has gotten out and gotten lead status for Sacramento. Sacramento's blockers, we got at least one over
Well, we
there
have two blockers for Baja, I think, down. So it's a very open field for Sacramento right now. Ada has gotten 4 points on the jam, is coming around trying for his second scoring pass. And we called the. Oh no, we have an official timeout for medical reasons. Looks like we had somebody, one of the Baja skaters has taken a knee, might have gotten a small injury out there. So we're going to make sure that our skaters are safe before we continue to skate.
Yep.
And one of our medics that we were just complimenting is going out to make sure that everything is okay.
I believe that is Audie. I think that's his name. I have a list of our medics here today. Serving on our medic staff today, we have Morticia, Amelia, Traumer, and Clarence, and then in quotes, Audie.
Yep. You know what this skater could use? They could probably use some chiropractic care. Low Chiropractic is the official league chiropractor for sports-related injuries. Dr. Lowe also works with patients suffering from chronic pain, personal injury, headaches, and auto accidents. Find them on your favorite social media platform or visit lowchiropractic.com.
Low Chiropractic also sponsors our entire medic staff while they're here in the house with
Look
us.
at that. And up, there we go. We're back up, skating there. Looks like maybe a leg injury of some sort. Hyperextended knee or something along those lines. I did not see what happened there.
Well, we're going to let them take care of that. And
That's Chicana Heat, who has done a fantastic job jamming so far tonight. Been a real force out on the floor. So always sorry to see that. But they're up. They're on skates.
Chicana has taken to the Sacramento Copy and Print jam line 9 times so far in this game by my count. It looks like the only other skater that's been up there as much as Chicana is Rolling Stoner on the jam line. Now, of course, our blockers are out there rolling around the whole time.
Yeah,
And
I think some people have a misperception that the jammer job, because often they'll put smaller skaters there, not always, but often, and you get the kind of the stronger, bigger skaters out there to block. Stereotypically, they think that the jammer job is somehow easier and less physically exerting, and it could not be farther from the truth.
That is absolutely
not true. The jammers, the reason that they rotate the lines out is because if a jammer had to do too many of those in a row, they would fall over. It is incredibly physically exhausting to jam, and hats off to the jammers for doing it. And we have Stoner out there back jamming for Sacramento against Sandrine. And it's
Green out of the pack first. That is a fast pack, too.
Yeah. And Stoner right behind.
Small pack.
Stoner is really rushing to catch up, trying to put pressure. Yep. Good job, Stoner, forcing Baja to call that off without having gotten any points. And that was almost completely due to Stoner's speed out there, catching up quickly and making them really think about whether they wanted to keep this jam going and risk Stoner getting points.
So we have a couple of...
All right. What's our count? How many people are over there in the ACS penalty box? I think we're getting some people out. I think, are we down to 1?
I think we're down to 1.
Yeah, okay.
Spicy Icy on the line with Slamya.
Yeah. Slamya was hiding behind Spicy Icy for me, and I was trying to go back and forth figuring out who that was standing over there. Slamya tried to go inside, got quickly knocked out of bounds, and cycled to the rear of the pack. Okay, I thought there might have been a back block there, but the ref said that was clean. Slamya is out, has lead jammer status for Sacramento. Followed quickly behind by Spicy Icy, but let's see if Slamya can get some points and call this jam off with some good defensive derby. Yep, there we go. Got her a big pile up there. Looks like everybody's okay, but...
Lots of smiles out there, as long as I'm seeing smiles. Of course, with the white mouth guard, somebody pointed out yesterday.
Everybody looks like they're
It
smiling?
looks like they're smiling. A smile and a grimace look the same when you have a white mouth guard in.
You know, and animals will see that as a sign of aggression. All right, Ada Shovelace out there jamming again for Sacramento against Babyface for Baja. This is our 19th jam of this bout.
No, we're headed into 20.
Oh, we're headed into 20. Sorry, read it wrong. And a quick lead jammer status for Babyface as Ada is all tied up in that pack. Urban Flex and Fitness offers TRX and boot camp style workouts along with instructor-led cycling sessions and boxing classes. Visit them online or hit the gym in person at 6442 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael.
And it looks like we have 13. That is Queen Bee headed to the ACS penalty box. That was a high block being called. And we do have a successful star pass on Sacramento to Copper Boom. Copper Boom now out of the pack on an initial pass. Babyface putting up 4 more points, checking with the bench to see if they should keep going. And Copper putting up some points there, 3 points. Babyface putting up 8 points, 131-118 with 5 minutes on the clock. We're headed into Jam 21. We've got Stoner on the line for Sacramento and Spicy Icy back out there. Woo! For Baja, and a timeout being called.
We have just under 5 minutes left in this bout. Sacramento needs 13 points to catch up, and we will see. That's a perfectly doable score. Doesn't mean that it will happen, but this is far from over, as Sacramento just needs to string together a couple good jams, and they are right back in this.
And Sacramento has a distinct blocking advantage right now. It looks like Baja has 2 of their blockers in the ACS penalty box. This would be a great opportunity for Sacramento to play that offense, defense.
And Stoner likes to skate fast, so if they get free of the pack and get the opportunity, they are going to try to get their points quickly. They are not one of the skaters that like takes a leisurely stroll around there. That is a quick on the skates skater for Sacramento. And who do we got over there for?
It's
Spicy Icy.
Spicy Icy,
yeah.
Yep.
Spicy Icy. You ever put that icy hot stuff on?
Not if I can avoid it.
I don't know. Sometimes I like the tingles. I'll just leave it at that.
That is way too much information for me. And yes, Stoner is out of the pack, getting lead status for Sacramento.
Yeah, Stoner.
This is the opportunity that Sacramento wants.
Yep.
Stoner using those skates. I do believe Stoner stayed in.
Yeah, but
just to be safe, we're going to recycle back there.
Yeah.
The power jam is over, and there's a star pass to Jackie on Baja. Monsta and Quickie out there trying to hold on to Jackie.
After a really good, looks like Stoner is actually heading to the ACS penalty box for a cut track.
Yep.
Unfortunate, after a really, really strong start for the Bruins, it is now Baja who has the power jam, and as Stoner is in the ACS penalty box.
Jackie now out of the pack on the initial pass. And it looks like Monsta's headed back to that ACS penalty box. Cha and Quickie up at the front, setting up as we see a reversal of that pack advantage we saw earlier.
I'm not sure how in the world that happened. We're just sitting here, but all right.
Every once in a while this weekend, we've been getting that feedback. I'm not sure.
It's probably picking up the metal plate in my head, if I had to guess.
Then we had somebody, I wonder if it's my...
Billings or something like that? Oh, are you getting one of those like gangster rapper grills? Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting my gold grill done.
Yep. Diamonds, the whole works. All right, Stoner is out of the ACS penalty box. Both jammers have gotten 4 points right now as this jam is winding down with just 9 seconds left. Some of the Baja skaters over there stomping a little bit.
Throwing out some excitement there.
And 8 points on the board for Baja, no, and 8 for the Bruins. Is that, yeah, they can stick? Yes. So 8 for both teams. A jam that increased the number of points on the board, but didn't really change where things stay.
The status of the game, yeah.
Still a 13-point Baja lead.
Slamya out there now with Sandrine.
Sandrine, we are going to find out what that means and then file a report later. I like the name, sounds cool. I don't know what it means.
And it looks like Slamya
is heading for
a forearm, and is going to that ACS penalty box. Sandrine taking that lead status with just 2 minutes on the clock.
And a minute 40 left in the jam. Sacramento fighting tooth and nail. They will not go quiet into the night as they're tying up Sandrine, trying to make sure that more points aren't put on the board. I think they're probably looking at one final jam, and they're hoping that they can do something special.
And we kind of are playing musical chairs over there in the ACS penalty box with the number of people rotating in and out. But it is right at the end of the game. Everybody's going to play as hard as they can. So seeing a few extra penalties here is not surprising.
Yeah.
And Slamya now out on the initial pass because that forearm was right at the end of the pass. Sandrine puts 3 more on the board and calls it off. 146, 126 with less than a minute on the game clock. We'll get another jam in here. Ada Shoveless coming to the line for Sacramento. Babyface coming to the line for Baja.
Now, remember, no matter when this starts, the jam will have a potential of a full 2 minutes left on the clock.
Correct.
So Sacramento will need to try to grab lead jammer status, very important.
And Ada does get that lead status, so Ada gets the lead. However, Babyface is in front of Ada.
Yeah, and so we will see how it goes. I mean, obviously Sacramento's not going to call this off. That would be the end of things. So they are going to try their best to finish this jam and get as many points as possible and see if they can somehow close what at the moment kind of looks like an insurmountable lead. 4 points on the board for Baja.
4 points on the board for Sacramento as well.
Yep. And Sacramento is not in a position to trade points. They need to tie up Babyface there so that Ada can score some points and close that gap.
Hey, I want to give this shout out to Shotgun Auburn. I was struggling with where I saw somebody skating on Friday, and Shock knows me well enough to look at me and tell me where I've been. It's pretty sad when you know better than me where I've been.
Shock is one of our longtime skaters here. I've been skating quite a few years and really experienced and talented skater.
So it looks like Ada is going to run this all the way to the end. They are trading points back and forth here. 158, 138. The game clock has run out. We've got about 24 seconds left on the jam clock.
Well, it's day 3 of a 3-day tournament. I think you can see some of the exhaustion on some of these skaters' faces. But still, a very entertaining jam. We have called it, and the final score unofficially, 162 for Baja and 140 for the Bruins. Give it up for our skaters here. They put on a heck of a show.
Lots and lots of great skating in that last one. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of Twitch stream stuff. I am so sorry.
How dare you?
Hell yeah. LMOs?
Emos.
Emos forever?
Never mind.
More 2328, up Camonita, Speed Stick 3, shout out to Viva La Vintage, mid-century vintage and unique items out of Sacramento. And Stupid Drew 501 says, love the Baja coaches. I am rather fond of the Baja coaches myself.
All right. Well, we have reached the end of this bout on day 3 of the Bearhouse Brawl tournament. And thank you so much from the booth here. I have been hella sketchy, sitting next to Calamity, and we appreciate it.